Woohoo! Berzerk Podcast episode what? 17, I believe. I think it's 17. And our very first guests on the show, who are silent right now because they wanted to speak behind my back and say bad things about me. But now we should be able to hear them.
Oh my god.
Can you?
There we go. You should be good. Ooh, who's that pretty voice? Who's that pretty new voice on the show? And I hope there's a pretty
Shane.
face. It's Shane. I hope there's some pretty face with that pretty voice of yours. Alright, enough of that. Let's start the intro! Well, it's the Berzerk Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing, including you, and you guys?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Pretty well.
You're pretty well as well. Yo, Juan, I'm like your number one fan. Please present yourself.
Yeah, you're wearing my shirt.
I'm wearing your shirt.
No, seriously, it's my shirt. Get it back.
You got your wife too. Hello. I got like
Might
everything.
change a lot.
What?
I said might change a lot.
Yeah, might change a lot. That's
Last time.
We do have a replacement. Like if we have some technical issue, we do have a little beautiful GIF right over there. If Johan says something that does not reflect the opinion of Berzerk Studio, we have a replacement.
You're gonna see my cat being all soft and wiggly.
Oh, sweet. So man, Juicy Beast event with the Berzerk Studio. I believe it's a huge success. I really love the introduction of Juicy Beast within.
Yeah,
the
it looks like
subtitle.
Pretty good number so far.
Yep, and I like how it's implemented in the game. I mean, it's awesome to see the collaboration between like your artist, the people who made the guy who made the graphic for the Zombie Idols universe, the Juicy Beast Zombie Idols universe is right over there. He doesn't even watch. He's not even working. He's watching porn.
Oh yeah, he is. It's the
Okay.
next project. It's top secret, so.
Ooh,
Oh.
I thought it was like watching.
Yeah,
porn
actually,
and-
just.
Yeah, actually, what?
No, I'm just covering the screen.
Okay, there you go. So what's the next? I can see something in the background there as well. You're sharing stuff accidentally. We're having like some hidden stuff, some secrets for Juicy Beast right now.
No, that's all burrito stuff. It's
Ooh.
old.
It's old. So where are we on the Burrito Bison, by the way? I think that you released a Easter update or something.
Yep, that was a temporary update. We did the same for Christmas, actually. And now Alex is currently working on the next one.
Okay. The next
So
update.
yeah, some more. Yeah, next update. We still don't have a release date yet, but we're getting there.
Okay. And is it still
Yeah.
like an event based update as
Oh
well?
no, not
No?
this one. This one is permanent.
Ooh.
Permanent new stuff.
Nice.
Nice.
I can't wait. I actually I reinstalled Burrito Bison on my iPhone. I have to say guiltily that I've deleted Burrito Bison, but I reinstalled it because I thought there was cool new stuff coming up. But I lost my game. Can you fix that?
Oh damn! God. That's not supposed to happen.
We're
Jeez.
doing it on the show. Dude, we're getting like hundreds of people saying like, can you fix our game and everything? And we have tons of story of that. So how about you do the same for us?
Yeah, it's not supposed to happen. We don't know why it happens.
Admit it, you just made something only for me. Like if Latch erase
Just
game.
playing, wipe his stuff.
Yeah, wipe stuff. Because he's fucker.
No, I think you played enough. You earned the right to uninstall the game if you want.
But I wanted to make some guacamole. I've unlocked the recipe, and I wanted to do it.
Oh, you didn't take screenshots?
No, I did not.
I'll send you the recipes.
All right, so it's all my bad. Anyway, guys, by the way, talking to you in the chat, if you want to ask some question, either to us, Zombidal, or to Juicy Bees, right over here, we made a little post on Reddit. I'm gonna repost it right over there in the chat. Boom. So if you want to ask anything you want, what's our favorite pizza, or what kind of porn does you want to watch, go ahead, go nuts. We kind of know, like, we kind of have a glimpse of what you watch in the background. We can see it. He was watching right now. Nice. So, Shane, for the update, Zombidal update, where are we on stuff?
I am currently looking at the uploader for iOS, doing nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Can we? Okay. Let's start with the bad news with iOS, and then we'll continue with the good news. All right.
Yeah. Bad news for iOS is I've only been able to upload one build in the last 3 days, and it was the wrong build because I was trying to fix the upload process, and then it fixed it, and then I try to upload the actual build, and it doesn't work.
And we don't know. Like, you've been able to send one successful build, so we thought that the process was finally okay, but then you wanted to send it with the proper one, and boom, it broke again. It's the bird, man.
She's chewing on my necklace, and she just like took a chunk out of my neck, man.
Just threw the bird away. Watch out, man. PETA might be watching.
Throw her.
The opinion of Kojak does not reflect the opinion of Berzerk. We do not arm arm birds here.
Yeah, she can fly. She's fine. Just toss her like a football through the air, and she'll just right herself.
Okay.
It's a flying football.
Okay, you lost the right to see my kids ever. Oh, he's so cute! Fly! Nice. So yeah, that's for the iOS build. We're stuck with that. We're still fighting with the process over there. Long story short, I think that your computer died last week, right?
Yes.
So what happened exactly? You just like decided to just break from everywhere, or was like there was a virus or something?
No. So apparently my virus protection updated, and it started like flagging a whole bunch of stuff. I got that fixed. That was not actually the problem, but that actually happened on stream, which was really funny. No, what actually happened is I was working on finishing up the update, and all of a sudden my taskbar disappeared. And I had no option to run like Explorer or anything like that, like the File Explorer. Nothing worked.
Okay.
And normally when that happens, you can just like hit Windows key R and type in explorer.exe and like actually run it.
Yeah.
The run prompt didn't appear, but all of my windows and everything were still up and running. So I was like, okay, fine. I just like save all my stuff, and I shut down my machine. And when I restarted my machine, I had absolutely nothing. I had no taskbar. I had no desktop. The only thing I had was a mouse. Right-clicking did nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, right-clicking did nothing. I couldn't bring up command prompt. I couldn't bring up task manager or anything. So I was stuck like this. And luckily my roommate does, the tech support, so she has like all the like stuff just memorized for like manually updating and all that. All the recovery tools did not work. Like
Okay, so just decided to just explode out of nothingness, and you just had to reformat everything there.
Yep. I was using Windows 10, or I am using Windows 10, so I used the option where it just basically like uninstalls everything and goes back to factory default.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
luckily.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We always talk at the same time. We have the same rhythm, you and I. We just have to delay us a little bit, and we'll have.
We really do. Problem is, if we delay like even just a fraction of a second, you're gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
So that we're still gonna talk over each other.
Sign language, that's the solution.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, so hard to talk to birds. Anyway, so luckily, all the programs that are actually important, like FD and all that, it's all on my other hard drive.
Oh, it worked! It worked!
You summoned her. How did you do that?
Nice.
Lash the Birdmaster.
I am the
Yes.
Master. Nice.
But that needs to be a highlight, man. That was good. But yeah, so all the programs that are actually important are installed on another hard drive, which means that Windows didn't touch them when it was trying to like reinstall stuff.
Okay.
Steam too, so I didn't lose any of that.
Okay.
So it took me like just a day to get back up and running, but unfortunately that meant that I also updated a bunch of stuff, and that broke even more things.
Yeah, so we have the back to square one to iOS Pro. Like I made a little rant yesterday on my stream saying that I had the whole process of Apple, how every single step is very super fragile, and if you just break a little bit, you're stuck there, and you don't know what to do. I'm gonna say, especially for us, since we're building with Air, so there's less and less people using Air nowadays. If it was on Unity or Xcode directly, we will have a little bit more support. But nope, we decided to be, since we're the old timer using Air, we have more problem on this one. But anyway, that's what's for the bad news. iOS coming up. We're still scratching the issue over there. We're still digging in there to fix that problem. What about Android and web?
Android should be all good to go. I actually was just testing the build on my phone.
Okay.
Everything there works.
Nice.
And we're ready to push to beta. And then web, I can still make web builds. So it'll take me 2 minutes to update web.
Can we do it like now? Can we do it live?
Sure.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
happening! Nice! So who should we start first? Who's the first platform should we start? Anyway, while we're doing that, sweet, we're gonna have a live update. That's pretty cool. Nice. It's coming up on your device, guys. Well, on Android and on web. So please stay tuned. You will have the update right about now. And while you do that, how about we go back to Juice Beast once again? Al, did you have some problems okay, first, Burrito Bison. It's been done in Unity, right?
Yep.
Okay, so how is the process to upload to an update on iOS, Android? Did you have any difficulty, or on web as well, or any stories there?
Oh yeah, web. I think we need to update web. We've been mostly focusing on mobile.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the biggest problem we've faced so far is having too many classes, from third parties. APIs and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And it breaks mostly just on Android. iOS is fine.
Okay.
I don't know all the details because I'm not the programmer here. Alex is,
Yeah.
But I think it has something to do with Unity duplicating some classes when it doesn't need to.
Okay.
And you end up with way more classes than the compiler can process or something.
Oh shit.
So yeah, we're still fighting against that.
Okay. So like right now, that's an issue you're having right now.
Yeah.
Is that because of the ad network? Because when we implemented the ad network, there's a bunch of different ad network out there. So the APIs number go crazy. Yep. So then when you try to release that, is that you think it's because of the ad network or?
Well, probably everything, but mostly that. Yeah. Anything else we try to add just makes everything breaks.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, because there's so much different thing that can conflict with each others, and it's a big problem.
Yeah.
Do you have how ads works on your on Burrito Bison as well? Do you have like a lot of players saying that reporting some issues, or it's super stable on your side?
Some of them. No, it's actually rare that we get some support request. Yeah, it's rare that we need to fix something.
Okay.
But it happens. Sometimes players think we have control over ads. Like, hey, this ad makes the app crash and remove it. What? No, we can't do that. But no, it doesn't happen that much.
Okay, sweet.
It might feel like a lot, but compared to all the numbers of players we have, it's pretty small.
Okay, sweet then. And what I was about to say, the updates. Like, what's your workflow for creating a new update, especially for Burrito Bison? I think that you made like 3 or 4 updates so far, but it was like pretty heavy updates, right?
Yeah, I mean, most of the updates are not planned at all from the start. So every time we need to come up with another one, we scratch our heads pretty hard, try to figure out what we can add without breaking the whole thing. And it was kind of complex, with the last one, with the time travel thing.
Okay.
Because now it's getting harder to put new updates on top of that because we don't know where people are in their progression, and we can't add anything in the normal story mode at the beginning because most players are way past that, and it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, it's getting hard.
Yeah, it's very.
But mostly it's just Congregate asking us, if we have any plans for updates, and then we say no, and then we and then we think and try to find something that would work for pretty much all the players.
Yeah, that's a big puzzle, like to try to figure out how to give content that will affect all players, and you have to always think, okay, this one might be at like 1,000,000 coins at the end of the game, while this one is just starting up. And we learned that the hard way. We made the update at once, like an update. It was the Valentine's update, I believe, and we had like a couple of items in the shop. And all the items was only for late gamer, for late game.
Yeah.
So like, and also we went front page on Congregate, so there was a huge amount of new players coming to the game, and we're like, what do I do with that ectoplasm cube?
Yeah.
Like, whoops! Like, you can actually use them when you're playing, like when you reach difficulty 400 or something like that, and they were just starting up. So, whoopsie! Nah.
Yeah.
Everybody else loved it though.
What?
I said everybody else loved it though.
Yeah, everybody else. Yeah, so we learned it the hard way.
Well, if it's a permanent update, you can, people will get there eventually. But if it's a time update, it's getting a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, it was really hard to try to make a difficulty based on where you are in your progress. And even there, some people said it's too hard, or some says like, well, we don't want like challenges like this. We just want, for example, mini achievements, so anybody from anywhere can get there. We're like, okay, but there's no challenge in that. It's just like zero. It's just like play the game achievements. Like destroy 15 villagers. There's a lot of villagers everywhere. So yes, everybody can do that, but there's no actual challenge into that. So how to create difficulty to make a reward appealing for all players. Some of them are playing since like a year and a half, and some are new. So it was like a huge headache on how to do that. So.
Right. Yeah, it's hard when you have a pretty linear progression because you don't know where everyone is down the line. So.
Yep. Totally. Got some question here. Oh, ooh, nice. We got some nice question over there.
Actually, we got a bunch on Reddit.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I want this one because I like it. Any possibility of a Gobtron sequel?
Probably not.
That's for Mortius Musamator.
Yeah, we say no, but you never know.
That
was our first game, man.
So you have some hardcore fans in there.
Yep.
I do remember Gobtron. There's a story around the release of Gobtron, like how. So like I do remember it was back in 2009, right?
Around that time, yeah.
Around that, and like how did you handle the release on that? How did you monetize Gobtron?
You mean back when we had no ideas how to make revenues from Flash games?
Yeah, totally. I want to hear that story because it's a very cool indie story. I want to show the behind the scenes on how.
I think it's because we thought that most revenues would come from mostly like the portals share, like Newgrounds and stuff.
Okay.
And we just like uploaded the game like this, with no ads or anything in it. We didn't have any, sponsorship deals or anything. Like nobody was aware of the game's existence.
Yeah.
And then we just hit publish, and then we published it. We saw it go like viral in the first on the front page and everything, and then we realized that we should have put ads in it, and the game had already been spreaded all over the internet, so we had no control over it. So even if we updated the Newgrounds version, it was done. It's like, okay.
So like you put the game over there, it just spread it across the internet like whoosh, like the wind.
Yep.
Because that was how it was working back in the days. Like you just put something on internet and then it goes like viral through Newground. Congregate didn't even exist back then. Armor game as well.
I think Congregate exists at that time.
I think they all existed.
Yeah, they all.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like Games of Gondor back in the day?
Our first game, Mechanical Commando, was
was from
sponsored by Congregate.
Yeah, my bad. Oh, no way! No way! For vrai? Yay! I actually have a new cat. This is totally live. Welcome home. Bye-bye.
He doesn't like you.
He's camera shy.
It's very cool. Okay, on the stream, bye. I'm gonna go check my cat.
Okay.
That's actually okay. So a little background. My wife was actually right now looking to get some cat for the home. So we have 2 new cats now. And I told my wife, well, if you fall in love with them, just bring them home. So she went to visit the cat, and I just saw that the door over there. Just the door open up, and the cat goes like meow. I was like, oh. So yeah, I have 2 cats now. Anyway, back to Gobtron and Games
Back
of
to
Gondor.
failure.
Back to failure. So yeah.
We made some similar mistake. I remember the first Berzerk ball was called Home Run in Berzerk Land, and there was no ad in it, and we figured out it was a really missed opportunity.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like. Yeah.
We had a sponsorship deal, but we could have made a lot more if we put some ad in it.
Yeah. So just to
Because the game was pretty successful.
At least you had a sponsorship deal.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, that's right. So the way, just to recap a little bit, 2009, the way you could monetize a Flash game by then was to go on a sponsor. On a sponsor website, so for example, Congregate, Armor Game, and Newground, and say like, hey, do you want us to put... Ouais. Oh, ils sont cute d'abord. Tu peux les rentrer, ils vont capoter. Ils les voir tantôt. Sorry, cats over here. So, we have cats and birds now. Okay. So, you had to make a specific deal with one of the portals to say like, hey, do you want that viral game to go to point the traffic up to your website so you will get some revenue? So that was how you were making money as a game dev. So for example, Congregate pay us $5,000, for example, and say, can you put our logo in so we can drive traffic from everywhere else of the internet, drive traffic to Congregate so they can make a revenue from ads. So that's how you made money as a game dev. And there was a website called FGL where you could be basically an eBay of games. That, and also you can make ads into your game. But if you release the game and you don't do that, you have only one shot because the game goes like poof, viral everywhere, and that's it. You know, it just explodes everywhere. So
because they make their own copy. It's not linking to your version. It's their own version, so you have no control over it. Yeah. Exactly.
People just snatch the file from your website and put them on their website, and that's it. So Johan over there with their very first game that you spent what, a couple of months building it or something?
Yeah, I think about 6 months.
6 months. So 6 months of hard labor to create a game that you're really proud of, and like a little mistake like this. He just put it on one website without having a sponsorship deal and or ads in the game. So the game went poof viral, and there was no way to monetize it. So it was basically just 6 months down the drain. Like voila, oops, we missed it. So the release. There's a saying that goes like making a game is only half the battle, and that's a very absolute truth.
I think we had to make like 2 games to really understand how it worked, and that was when we first started talking with you guys. Like, what are you doing? You need a sponsorship deal. Like, what?
Yeah, we were in our Ferraris and like our fancy houses like this. Like that's how you make Flash game, boy. So you want to make Flash game, huh?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, you were working on the game with a guy with a shotgun and
Dylan Peacock.
Dylan Peacock. That's when we first met.
Yeah. And it took us like a couple years to finally meet, like in San Francisco, instead of just like driving all the way to Quebec.
Yeah, so because you guys are from Montreal, right? Like a suburb of Montreal. So yeah, we were like only 3 hours of road, and we met in San Francisco. The entire team.
Way easier.
Way easier. Well, it's more like big shots, like we are, right? We all rich with our Ferraris. In the game dev, we make like lots of money, and no, that's absolutely not true.
I wish.
I wish. I would have more cats.
Yeah.
I would
Or
buy
trade
even
them.
more.
Corporate latch with cats.
Corporate latch with cats. Shawai, en passant, oui, on vient du Québec, entre les deux. Les autres viennent de Montréal, nous autres on vient du Québec. But we met
Les
online.
ads.
Go
Il n'y a
ads,
pas de
go.
nordique. Non, il n'y a plus de nordique.
Il n'y a plus de nordique. Oh, sad.
Chris a dit qu'il va en avoir.
Do we really want to go there?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
Not
we
sure I
actually
believe
didn't.
him.
We actually didn't play the Zombital announcement, so Zombital Megabob. So how about we just up on that, talk a little bit about Zombital, and then roll back to the question. Can we do that?
Real quick. I've got the build uploaded to all the sites. Should I go ahead and just hit the release button?
Yes!
All right.
So we release it everywhere. It's going live,
1
guys.
second.
It's like the perfect timing. I'm gonna talk about the. I'm gonna switch to Megabob right after that.
And
Crash the Reddit thread.
there you go.
So it's done.
Yep, it's submitted everywhere.
Nice. So the update is now. So I'm gonna switch to what's new in there. New update. And we have a new building in hell. The very first new building. This is a trial. New things I can do. Hello. Open what I keep having to do. Now. Starting right now. Now is the time to get some juicy diamonds if you want to get that building in hell. Which actually, if you don't, whoops, that's a picture of cat. There you go. Technical difficulty. Yeah, because actually, Monkey Man said they broke the Reddit thread, and it's actually true.
Yep.
The thread
Oh,
is
God.
down. I'm proud of you guys. That's awesome.
They
job.
broke it with 15 questions. That's
Yeah, I know.
that's bad, Reddit.
That's yeah. I think that's a bigger issue on Reddit's end. Voilà. There we go.
Oh my
Nice.
God, Larkland, do you actually have the building maxed out already?
How?
skipping the crafting time with diamonds.
There we go. So I believe that I'm confident to say that it's not overpriced. If Larkland already have it maxed. So what is that new building? I want to let Etienne talk about it a little bit. Poor Etienne is just like silent in the corner and wants to talk.
The new building is actually the Devil Deal Lady Pool, if I remember correctly, and it just increased the Devil Deal efficiency. So for example, instead of getting 5 minutes of times 4 skull, I think it's 6 minutes. I'm not sure if I remember all of the.
We increased the value, but we didn't increase the time. So it will be instead of multiplied by 4 skulls, will be multiplied by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing like that, and maybe I think the diamond deal. If you get a deal with that gives you diamond, you get more diamond. You get more the times the damage bonus is increased. A couple of things like that. So every devil deal is better. So if you watch an ad, you get more for your time.
Woohoo! Or spend a bloodstone.
Yeah, or spend a bloodstone. And that's about what the building does.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to make a build right now to show it to everyone, to show to the universe what's up with that. Just trying to make a little build on my side real quickly. But yeah, the Devil Deal Girl has his own building, which is actually a big pool. If I remember correctly. Let me go back over there. Let me switch to that monitor over there. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little scroll bar over here. So the hell is expanding. We finally have a little more space. And oh, look at that. I can see that we might have something here in the future. I wonder what it'd be.
I don't know. There's a mountain.
So yeah, there's a Chaos Resort. Here over there, you can have, you can see your builds, not your builds, but your actual Devil Deal over here, and it will be upgraded to this. So just the first iteration will increase it to multiply by 5, more damage, more diamonds, etc., etc., etc. So right now,
the crafting time will also upgrade. Right now it's 4 hours, but I think if you upgrade the building a lot, it can go up to 8 hours.
I don't remember because we kept it at 3 for now.
Okay.
We kept it at 3 because we didn't want to.
Yeah. But if I remember correctly, there's you can increase the crafting time, so that is the main focus, the main bonuses you can get from upgrading the pool.
Yeah, because you know when you craft shards. Now, if you have this little building over there upgraded to max, you'll be able to skip even more than before. So we really wanted to have that building for a long time. We really wanted to tackle the way of like, I like the fact that we can increase the value of the bloodstones and ads actually, you know? So watching an ads gives you a bonus, but now you have a way to increase the value of actually watching an ads, you know? So I really love that idea. I like it.
Yeah, and I love the idea of expanding hell because I think it's a mechanic that we didn't fully use, and I think there's a lot of improvement that we can still put into hell because it's kind of the you know, when you reset, everything is reset except hell. It's kind of your the base of your stuff. So hell and items. So I think there's a lot of improvement that you can do there.
Yep. So yeah, just another tool for us. Now, guys, we just increased it. We kept it at level 3. We actually have like up to 5 on our hand. Like the visuals is all done and everything, but we didn't want to release all at once for 2 reasons. First, we just want to balance it. We just want to see like how it is. We want to get your feedback as well, because it's like huge changes for the shards. As we said, the crafting time will increase, so you will get more shards than before for the rest of the playthrough. So we just want to be sure that the balancing is all okay. And second, we did that with the arcane at once. We released like 5 levels, and then we actually regretted it because it was a little bit too fast. We had to implement like the fast ghost crafting there and a couple of other buttons to be sure that it's not boring to have lots of empty slots. I hope I pronounced slots okay.
I
have a long story about slots.
Yeah, you have a lot of story about slots.
I have lots of story about slots. They kind of like yeah, anyway. Rabbit hole. So, yeah, so that for those 2 reasons, we just wanted to slowly releasing that. So I can already see in the chat, like, why is that deal not upgrading? So I think that one of them is the -5 difficulty. It's not like all of them will always increase. Some level will actually give you a bonus, and some will, well, you will always have a bonus, at least one of them, but it will not increase all of them all the time, you know? Because the skull value multiplied by 4, for example, we could technically put it up at 12, for example. But -5 house to destroy, we cannot do that. Like, when it's gonna pass the cap of -9 up to -12, because it's not gonna do anything, you know? So we just made a little level 1 will increase this one and this one. Level 2 will increase this one and this one.
The -5 houses one actually, I forgot, it does not upgrade.
Yeah, because up to
until level
3,
4.
Right? Yeah.
It's only up to level 3. And
Oh,
it's
Jacques!
when we do that.
Fired.
You're fired! Johan, are you looking for a job?
No, not this one.
Not this one. So you two are looking for a job. Ta ta ta. I'm gonna tell Dominic.
Don't, you'll be jealous.
So yeah, that's about it for the Devil Deal. Let us know what you think, guys. As usual, we always look at the Discord channel, the Reddit, it's everywhere. So just give us your feedbacks on this. I really love the building myself. I am actually already building the first iteration of it. And what's next? I believe we have some death metal. Is that it? Boom! Yeah, we have 3 new death medals over there. Especially since the last Juicy Beast items gives what, Johan? What is the last Juicy Beast item in Tom Vital?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't
Yes?
play shit. Yeah, I don't care. It's a ring that gives a more white drop, I believe. According to your black orbs, it will give you even more white orb. Yeah, right. We discuss about it.
Now.
We discuss about it all the time.
You called me at night to talk about it.
Is it okay or what? It's fucking 3 in the morning, man. Shut up.
Do whatever you want.
That's where I stole your shirt. So since that the player now can have more white orbs, we needed to have a new challenge according to that white orbs, you know. So we just made a bunch of new death medals now, which will increase your DPS, skulls, blah blah blah, the usual thing. So that's for the death medals. And I'm missing one thing.
The warp in the sky.
Warp in the sky. Yes! Look at that! I really love it. It's just a portal with wings, because, meh, that's the universe of some Vital. So now, instead of having, if for example, like for me in my game, I'm always between world 4 and 5, always. And when I wanted to go check out my challenge, I had to go over there, portal, and then I was there. So now we just made a portal over there. That's the event portal, and boom! Voila! We're in Candyland. And now we can do the same thing over there. Boot! So we made the portal on... oh, there's a chest. Ooh! Yay, I'm playing chess! I got a bandana! Woo! So we made the portal available from World 1. It's just because the new user could not... The user without a boat could not access it. But now we just made a shortcut for the other people to go there. That's very simple, but God, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's also another place where we don't have a lot of content, but I think we could put a lot more at the overworld map.
Yeah, this map over here will expand first. We'll have more world. We'll have a new mechanic as well that we have in mind. We even have some mock-ups for it. And the scalable bosses, I think, will be in there. So this thing over here, we want to make it a little bit more crunchy, a little bit juicy. Mark. Mark is asking, is the flying portal gender fluid? Thank for participating, Marco. How about we go to the question? Let's go to the question. I got Monkey Man. There you go. What is the best part of game development with other studio? And honestly, is there ever a sense of competition from a business perspective? Or is that able to be pushed aside and looked past because of the bond and connection you would have with them? Okay, so that's a couple of questions. Let's start with the first one. That's deep, man. That is super deep. Alright, there we go. First one. What is the best part of game dev with our studio?
With other studios? I don't know. We've only done it once with you guys.
It's actually our first time as well. I don't know.
I think it's a very common thing, is it? Like,
this kind of. I mean, we've had cameos of other characters in our games before,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
this is bigger, I think.
Like the giant berserk dude that just grabs you out of the air. and
Yeah,
just-
that's
Yeah.
one for example. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
love
the
that,
best
dude.
one. And it's like in your best, like your most popular game ever, Burrito Bison 2, named Game of All Time on Congregate after a furious debate on Congregate. The Berserker in
that was
there.
intense.
Yeah, the Berserker is in that game, and he cannot be defeated. So thank you very much for that.
Yep.
That is a huge homage. A huge.
That's how we see you guys.
Aw, stop it.
Oh.
Stop it, you. So yeah, to get back on the game development with other studio, same here actually. It's the very first time we did that much content. It's fun with Zombiel that we can do that because the universe of a Zombiel is just infinite. We can do portals, we can do different territories. We can expand so much with Zombiel. We have a very nice canvas that allows us to just add more content on it. Whilst, for example, in Sands of Coliseum, it will be quite hard to add the Gummy Bear universe with the Gladiator one, you know? That will be very hard to do.
Yeah. It was a pretty hard game to do update. That's why we there's less update that we should have done.
Yeah.
And I think the main problem too is we released the game at a too much complete stage. If that makes any sense.
I'm not sure what I'm talking
There,
about.
there was too much content in the original game, not lot of space to expand.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
Indeed. But yeah, to get back on the best part of game dev, since it's our very first time, the cool thing with this union was that we kind of learned a little bit of tricks of how each other works as well. Like we work like this, you work like that, like how
We don't
can
work.
fit. You don't work. You pay people to do it. You're so rich right now with your game of the year, game of all time. You just unlock on
Not
your
yet.
Ferrari.
Not yet.
But yeah, it was
But
nice
yeah,
to go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say it's also a matter of timing and stuff because we're all pretty small teams. Even you and our small teams. But if we're all four of us working full time on the new game, we don't necessarily have time to create content for your game. And I think the timing was good because we were in between projects, and JP was free at the time, so managed to fill in the gap pretty well. Ask us again like midway through the development of the next game, it might not be the same outcome. So unless you guys like do your own drawings based on our stuff, that's a different story. But in this case, JP actually drew everything for your updates. That's special,
It is special. This little thing over there, the background and the houses, they look amazing. And I really like the fact that it's blended in so much, It's
Even if the two different styles, it still fit together.
Yeah.
As we can see on the splash screen, even if the two styles are completely different, they
Yeah.
don't clash.
Yeah.
I think it helps that we're both using Flash,
Yep.
compared to Photoshop or anything. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you guys are kind of out the same art style. Etienne, Mark, and you guys kind of out there's something similar in there. But,
Us
yeah.
and the Behemoth. That's it.
Yeah, the Behemoth. Yeah, we're only three people who actually have the flashing. Shane?
I was just gonna say that was something when I showed my roommates all the new content and I showed them the visuals and everything. That was the very first thing they said. Was like, "Oh, that looks kind of like Castle Crashers." And I was like, "Yeah."
This comment right there, we've heard it like a million times. It's just Flash.
Oh man, but its Flash is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds
we're
me
using
of
Flash, but Flash is dead, right? Oh, jeez.
Flash is dead, but Animate CC. Yeah, man, I went to a conference here. Well, actually, I talked in front of the students here in Cégep de Sainte-Foy, And I talked with them, like saying like I was doing this for the past 10 years and it was my life, and they were impressed, like, oh, we can do that, we can be an indie and work from home and everything. So they were like, oh yeah, how do you do that? So I was like, well, yeah, we use Flash. Like right there, like 3 people like raised their hands. But isn't Flash dead?
Come on.
I lost all my credibility right there because I used that. Even if I said I've been doing that for the past 10 years, I'm able to feed like a family of 5 and now 2 cats.
That's it. That's your breaking point.
That's my breaking point.
Just don't feed the cat. They can go outside and eat mouse or stuff.
Or use the cats to feed your family. I don't know.
Yeah. They bring food if they love you enough. They bring squirrel and stuff like that.
Train them to bring back, you know, Shane's birds or something.
Yeah. You come from Matagami, so eating squirrel won't be a problem.
Yeah. Well, it's so cold out there, so we put it on a popsicle stick and we lick them. It's pop squirrel.
You skinned them first?
It's a pop squirrel.
I can see young Lash going out in the wood of Matagami with this pop squirrel.
Please, Papa, show me the forest. Well,
he's like the same height, but with minus the beard.
Oh, zing! Oh, shit.
A burn!
Oh, burn! Johan, you didn't know.
Yeah, that was free. I'm sorry.
I don't think that you know the story behind Kojak, me and Kojak meeting for the first time.
Yeah, I was there.
No, you weren't there.
No, I was watching the stream. I mean,
you were watching this video, okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
The same thing happened when I first met you in San Francisco. Like,
just
damn, he's small.
Well, you're actually like about the same height as me, no?
Me?
Yeah, you're a bit taller.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's
A
all
lot.
an illusion. Damn it! I tried to defend my tininess.
Oh, we're exaggerating. You're not that small.
Yeah, I'm big in other places. By the way, to get back on the art style and everything, how many times? I don't know how many times that we got congratulated for Burrito Bison.
Nice.
Like, oh, Zambano is great. I love Burrito Bison. Like, okay, thanks. Those are 2 different things, but hey, thanks.
It's all right. Someone on Twitter the other day just tweeted at us saying that I just wanted to know that Berzerk Ball is better than Burrito Bison. Okay, that's it. Like, all right, man.
Yeah, that was me.
I agree.
That was me. Just created an account and said like, hey.
You know those eggs avatar?
Yeah.
Twitter users? That was one of them.
Yeah, voilà. I want to know that Berzerk Ball is better. But have you ever got
I agree.
Have you ever got that? Hey, I really like Sense of Cohesion, for example, or Peacekeeper or whatever.
I don't know.
No, because our game sucks, right?
No, I would say maybe more Berzerk Ball because it's the same genre.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Burrito Bison is there's the Berserker is in Burrito Bison Revenge, so it's kind of a
good point. That's a good point. Yeah,
it's
because
confusing.
we never got like hey, congrats for Nightmare Tower or any other. There was a tower defense as well that you made. You made a tower.
Oh yeah,
defense.
Bloom Defender.
Yeah, voilà.
Yeah.
Bloom Defender. So
That was a total failure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because it was a tower defense game made for casual audience.
Okay.
So the casual people would be like, nah, I don't like this genre, and hardcore people would be like, hey, that's not hardcore enough. So it's like, we fell right between the two.
We actually made the exact same mistake with one of our game called BioBlast. We wanted to make a game for casual, and we made it. I think we made it the opposite. Like we took the casual genre and made it hardcore, with a weird theme, and yeah, it fall through the crack.
pretty hard to
Hardcore
get
match
out
three.
of our comfort zone. I remember trying to make a kids game with Swordless Ninja. It was our first not that much like game, and
Mario clone.
Yeah, it was a Mario clone.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun game, and it was a kid game. It's weird because we used to work for our company that make a lot of kid game, and I was kind of I had enough of making kid stuff, and after 2 or 3 games, I just tried to make my own version of a kid game, and didn't go that well. But I stand by it. It was cool. Yeah, with that animation.
Yeah, that was nice. I like this one better.
Berserk Mini.
Bring it back.
That was something we wanted to do. Like that was a little experiment. That was that was not a phase, Mom. that was just a phase of Berzerk Studio. We were young and high, and it's over, guys. We're back to our roots.
Yeah, no more kids game.
No more
For
kids
a
game.
while. For a while.
All right. Our next project is going to be a hyper gory, hardcore pattern match 3 game.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
That would be
Just Ships and
cool,
Beats is
actually.
kind of a kids game-ish. It's not a kids game, but I saw like a lot of kids liking
It's
the
kid
game.
friendly.
It's kid friendly, yeah. Will be
It's
better.
family friendly, honestly.
Yeah.
So there's that.
That was the point. It's not a preschool game where you have to put block in order. Swordless Ninja is kind of just a funny platformer with a family-friendly theme.
So there's a lot of people asking to bring back the mini Zerker. I think that actually, if you just pop in the Swordless Ninja, you'll see the intro. I think it's still there.
Yeah, and go breathe some life in that game.
Sorry, what?
Maybe go breathe some life in that game. Maybe there
Yeah.
will be a resurgence of Swordless Ninja.
Ah, voila. And we'll make actually 0 money out of that. It's like, yeah, that's funny because I saw like lots of talk of like you have to release games when you're indie because your older games will still make money. It's not the case with Flash games.
Yeah,
Nope.
that was also our first game with microtransactions. So that's why, and at that time, nobody did microtransactions. So people told us that we were soulless whore and stuff like that.
Corporate soulless whore. It was the exact thing that really stung us.
Yeah.
If you want to have a roof and eat, food, you're basically soulless.
Yeah, totally. You're trying to survive. How dare you?
No, you should be in the street, man.
You should be in the street, man. Code for food. How dare you?
Yep.
But yeah, man, we still make like $20 a month on ECPM Star.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know why.
$20 a month. Okay, yeah.
From ads from whatever games we implemented it, on some portal somewhere. I don't even know which one it is.
I want to get back to the
Kind of the
question.
same thing here.
There was a second part of the question though that is interesting as well. Like how do we push aside each other, or do we always try to conflict? Like, is there okay, I sincerely, like, honestly, we have to be like honestly, like some emphasis in there, like we are just playing a game of like no, we're all friends, haha, and when the cam is off, we're just punching each other. So, what do you think about it, guys? On a business perspective.
I don't think it's competition between studios. I think it's competition between you and the overall market level. Like you're just trying to be as good as whatever the market is, like overall. Trying to be better than any other studios or beat. Unless you're making a game really, really, really similar to another game. Now it's more complicated, but I don't think I've ever seen real feelings of competitions in the scene.
Yep.
Yeah, me neither. Because there's place for everybody. Because we don't do the same thing, and we don't. Your success doesn't destroy mine.
Yeah, that's it.
And if something, your success can help mine if we do thing like we did. So I think there's more. We tend more to help each other than to be in competition with each other. I think.
Yeah, that's why conferences like GDC exist. So
Yeah.
you can share your knowledge and stuff. You know, I wouldn't see a GDC-like event in another industry that's more competitive.
Yeah.
That would be weird. So
Because we don't fight against each other. We fight to just make game and sell them. If you sell, it doesn't mean
that's it.
I won't.
Yeah.
I think there are. I know I don't have a lot of like experience in the business side of things as you guys do, but I kind of feel like it's kind of like saying, "Oh, I have XCOM 2, so I'm never going to play another game as long as I live."
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
some people are like that, but
that's very true.
not all of them.
But the other thing too is that like, as a medium, video games evolve from developers taking ideas from other people that they really like and then kind of evolving them. You know, like you have Dark Souls, and then you have games that start using that formula, like Hollow Knight, you know, or like Dark Mouse.
Yeah, usually it's like an iteration of other inspiration. You can totally detect which games the creator played, like by playing his own game. Like, oh, he took a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and just put that together. So yeah, it's just like as long as you don't just copy one dude, you're okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
And there's a difference between inspiration and blatant copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are just clones, basically.
All right. Hey, we're halfway through the show, guys. How about we do a little giveaway? And since it's double diamond deals, how about we do a double diamond giveaway? So instead of 25, we'll put 50 diamonds. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Let's do it.
Let's do it like this. Guys, you can say whatever you want in the chat and you will appear right over there. So there we go. We got Come On Our Belly, Blue Moon, Surge, the Sumpec. Just say anything in the chat. Go nuts. Talk about whatever you want. Just smash the keyboard with the punch. Fucking punch! And then be sure to press enter. And your name will appear over there.
I know you said Falcon Punch, but what I heard was fucking punch.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
me
I
too.
always hear on Smash. Like when I select it. Fucking punch! You know, we learned English from a movie, Kojak. So when we hear fucking punch, we hear fucking punch.
Yeah, we learn English from video game and movies.
Show me your moves.
Nice. What was the next question? While this is going there.
Actually, a question about the inspiration for Burrito Bison.
Ah, there we go.
Tacos.
Yeah, that was a long one, so I just answered with a link to an interview we did with Congregate.
Ah, okay. Like a 3 hours conversation on that very subject. All right, so just point that in the chat.
I mean, it started out as a different game, and it didn't work very well. So we ended up saying like, we're not gonna lose all that money we invested in the prototype, so let's just wrap it up by making another, Toss the Turtle game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out to be really good and different. So we just kept pushing in that direction, and that's the gist of it.
That's actually interesting that we just said that we can pick another guy's idea and just like iterate upon it. You actually just said we wanted to make another Toss the Turtle, and Berzerk Ball is actually the same thing. We were low on cash at Berzerk Studio, and we were like, okay, what is trending right now? And there's no shame in that, We just look what is trending, what is popular right now.
Yep.
Oh, the tossing game is popular right now. Let's make one. What are the best one out there? There was the penguin one, Learn to Fly. There was Toss the Turtle as well, was like the biggest one. So like, okay, we're gonna do one of that. So now, how can we inject the Berzerk feeling within that canvas? So
Yep.
I remember at the time, there's a funny story about that. I remember talking with Mark. We were talking, and Swordless Ninja was just released, and we had a ton of backlash on Swordless Ninja, and we were pissed at the fan. So the idea was the geek was these people.
Yes.
All right.
It was kind of a fuck you to all these whiner that we just did, and it turned out to be a success.
The irony. Mwah!
Yeah.
And I remember we did 2 games at that time for the same reason. It was 2 games we want to make 2 fast game to bring more money, because as you said, we had a little problem with money, and we made that one, and also what was called Gunbutt.
Yeah.
Gunbutt, who is for some people, and not a lot of people found it, but it's kind of a remake of Swordless Ninja.
Yes.
These are the same level.
The bosses are the same.
The boss are the same,
boss
the
are
level are the
exact
same. And this
We
is
just
the first,
changed the visual.
yeah, and this is the first time we talk about it. But yeah, now the bridge under the
No,
water.
it's
But
good.
yeah, if you play Gunbutt and Swordless Ninja back to back, these are the same level.
Oh man! So the funny thing is, like, we got called corporate horror for doing X, Y, and Z, and we're like, no, we just made the game out of love. But Gunbutt was, for me, was the one time when I felt the most corporate horror, because we took an existing game, just changed the visual, like changed it a little bit, and just re-released it, and we're like, oh, what have I done? And like people were like, Gunbutt is a spectacular game. Wow, thank you. And we're seeing like fan arts and praise and everything. We're like, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I stand by Swordless Ninja, but the problem with Swordless Ninja is it wasn't just Gunbutt. So it's no, it's not Gunbutt.
Yeah, Gunbutt was good though. It was a good game. I like the It feels entirely different, but like if you look under the hood, I think we made the game like in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was.
It was in 3 weeks. We just reskinned it because it was like, okay, we're low on cash. Go. And
and since we made that game so fast, I remember doing the story, and the story was so boring. But I made all the artwork for the story, and I remember we were talking, and the story is so boring. And you say, "Oh, let me just redo the story over the existing image," and you just spew a bunch of nonsense over the image, like you were surprised at the image. Okay, that is my sister, the kind of cockroach sister, and
it's all over the place. Let's talk about the story just after the giveaway. Let's spin that. People are getting impatience, so let's spin this. Boom! 50 diamonds giveaway, guys. Who's gonna win? We got over 100 contestants right now. 100 of actually non-lurker people. Who's gonna win? We might do a couple of giveaways like this. Ursabutt, almost Ursabutt. Ranakentek is our winner. Congratulations, my friend. 50 diamonds coming your way, but say something in the chat so you can show to the world how awesome you are, alright? Say something in the chat. What was the name again? Frankentek. This is a professional show. Frankentek. I'm very sorry, I missed that up. What's that, Etienne?
Just trying. I'm trying to just maybe it will be more fun than just watch my face to watch me draw, but it's pretty hard.
That is
camera.
Awesome. Holy
Right
shit.
angle.
Is that like a zombie alien?
Yeah, I want to make a zombie Pope, but it kind of look like a zombie Bart Simpson.
Frankentek.
Dude.
1, 6,
But yeah,
5,
I should prepare
3,
my
2, 1.
Kawakunga, dude. But I should prepare my my stuff better before doing something like that.
Frankentek was not there, but I'm gonna get the code anyway. We're gonna whisper a code, but you know, I'm gonna just wait. I don't know, a minute or two just to finish the story about the gunbutt, the gunbutt story, and then I'll do a little reroll. So as I recall it, Etienne made a story that he presented to Mark. Mark made the visual based on the really fast, like, oh, it's gonna be like kind of like this storyboard from Etienne. So
Yeah.
Mark did the story, and then I got
We did
all
it together. if I
Yeah, you
remember
did it
correctly.
together. And then I got the image and just like rewrote it without knowing the actual story. So it was like, okay, I saw the image and I built a story based on the image. So then what I did was like the story of the guy having to write the story of the image. And that's what is the final thing in Gunbutt, you know? So it was like,
Yeah,
we saw an
and
image, we saw the image saying, like, the first image is like a robot, so like, okay, so I guess this game is about a robot. Cool, I can see what's going up. Oh, a cockroach now. Well, it's his sister is saying it's on the quest. So it goes like this, you know. So that's the story of Gunbutt. It was all over the place.
Is that the text that you had in the game?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Gunbutt right now. It is the actual text.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
it looked
kidding.
like you didn't look at all the image at once. You just do the
Yeah.
first one, finish, do the second one, finish.
Oh my god.
So that's why the story is all over the place, but people like it, and honestly, I
crazy.
like it.
Yeah.
It's a-
I think people just don't care, actually. Like, it's a shooting game.
I don't know. I think people
There you go.
really like it.
Have
People
it.
talk about it.
I can zoom in, but alright, I gotta write down a story. What should I do? Come on, Silver Brain, think. Okay, here it is. It's a story about a golden lizard attached to a dark purple stone. It wasn't really a live lizard though. The whole thing was more like an item or an artifact. Oh yeah, a lost artifact. That sounds cool. Oh, jeez. Meanwhile, in a totally random place, somebody catches on fire. Apparently this guy... Blah, 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 blah. So that's like the story of Gunbutt. I'm just like
I love it.
looking at the image and made something.
Yeah, and all the stories like that, and it kind of worked, and people like it. There was a lot of comment about, we love the story. It's pretty funny.
Oh, I remember the last panel. Spoiler alert! The last panel is like, and this is how I lost my job at Berzerk Studio.
Yeah.
The guy actually says that in the story. And we got people sending us messages like, hey, did you really lost your job? We're like, well, no, I'm the CEO, so I think I'm safe. I think I'm on
Oh
the
my
safe spot.
god.
All right, let's respin this. Another 50 diamonds giveaway. Who's gonna win? Nidhogg, get yeah. Woo! So close. Nidhogg is our winner. Congratulations, my friend. You know what to do. 50 seconds to show yourself in the battle. Otherwise, the monster will eat ya. La, la, wa, wa. Et voilà. Diamond coming your way, my friend. Nidhogg, congratulations. Lartland, are you here? Or Kojak, can you send it? The little code? Could
Larkland
you?
is doing it.
Lartland's doing it. Alright, Lartland's the man. Lartland's the man. Oh, I need to put the rigged dude over there. Send tweet and send
Oh
Lartland.
yeah.
We need to do that.
That looks so good.
Yep, it does.
God damn it. I'm watching this bird walk through the kitchen trying to open all the cabinets.
Johan, so we were talking about the we just opened up ourselves and we said the moment where we felt the most like corporate and less like we're doing this because we want to survive. and a little bit less passionate. You know, we try to inject the passion into how about we try to survive. Do you have a moment like this in the history of Juicy Beast where you just did like a move? I don't want to say like a shady move because it's still a gun butt. It's not a shady move at the end. People enjoyed it. But where you felt like, you know what I'm trying to do?
No, man.
No.
No, yeah, seriously. I mean, probably working on the third Burrito Bison was, felt corporate stuff. Like, it's the same thing again, we're not reinventing the wheel, and it's not like a brand new idea. Also, it was the fastest way to make money after, bad results from Total Temple. So, sort of feels like you're just doing it for the money, but in the end, you're just trying to make, the best Burrito Bison game you can. And, we added a lot of new stuff. All the opponent systems, the doors, the walls, stuff like that, time travel and stuff. So it's still like, being in a different mindset, just, hey, let's make the best Burrito Bison game we can, and we really want to do that. I think the result would have been the same. So it doesn't really matter, actually. But because of the context, it felt like, it feels like we're just doing it for the money, and, because it's a safer bet than starting from scratch on a new project.
I want to take the opportunity, by the way, I wanted to take the opportunity to say a big thank you for that article that you wrote about Total Temple. It's one thing to make a mistake, it's one thing to fail, but it's another to actually share it and just say like, okay, we failed here, and here's why, here's what we think about it, here's how to avoid the mistake we made. That article, I want to take that up and send it to the chat, but really insightful. There's a lot of very good advice in there, so really a big thank you, Johan, for that.
You're welcome.
It's really good.
But yeah, that's the kind of articles we would like have to read, a year earlier to know about it. But we received more praise on the article than the game. Actually, that's funny.
Ouch. Jeez. Yeah, so this one, releasing an idle game on 3 consoles and failing financially. There you go. So it's one thing to just put that on a blog and say like, hey, we failed. Guys, here's how to not replicate that. So, because we are hearing way too much success story. And I feel that if you're a new game dev, you are more exposed to success story like Undertale or Minecraft or those big games like that. So you think, or Fez, for example, Super Meat Boy with the indie game, the movie. But the thing that usually we don't hear about is the thousands other indie game dev or games that didn't release or got canceled or did not or fail financially, like in your case. So I feel like it's really helping the community that we have to talk about, hey, we made some mistakes, so we can learn from them.
Yeah, it happened. We have failure too, and it's a great thing to learn from failure and to be able to survive failure. And if you base your business only on success, it's weird enough to say that, but if you base your business plan only on success, you will eventually just fail hard and maybe die. Your company will die from it.
And maybe die.
You will die.
You would die with lots of invoice.
Fire and snake and stuff. It's grim. But yeah.
Nice. Fez 2 was cancelled. Yeah, Fez 2 was cancelled. They actually announced their new game. The Polytron guys. They announced a new game based on the virtual reality or something.
Who's that? Where are they?
Phil Fish. Polytron.
Oh, is that Super Barbecue?
Something like that. Like it's a yellow kind of Tetris game.
Yeah.
I have to say I don't follow a lot of Mr. Poisson.
You're basically playing in VR and you're watching a weird, Tetris cube thing floating in the space, and you have to tilt your head around it to see a wall in the distance, and it has a hole in it. So you have to rotate the shape to fit inside the the whole, and it gets more and more complex and stuff like that. It's super simple, but it gets pretty intense.
The only thing I could think of while you were describing this is that Peter Molyneux Twitter account.
Ouch!
I just
Imagine.
yeah.
Actually, it's like this, the Chinese, no, not Chinese, but Japanese TV show where people would be facing a moving wall, and
they
you
have
have
to
to,
like move
Yeah,
their
yeah,
bodies
yeah.
or something to fit into shape.
yeah. That's what it makes me think about.
So good. So
But the
entertaining.
production value on the Super Hypercube is really high. It's super polished.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
that's awesome.
That must be like not a bold move, but I don't want to be in their position. Like they said, Fez was like a spectacular success, and then they announced Fez 2, and then they canceled it, and there was like a lot of bad press and everything, and now they're releasing another game completely. So
But that was a little bit low profile.
Yeah,
And it's not the same team who made Fez. It's just basically Phil and a bunch of other developers.
Are you
Because
sure?
Renault wasn't on it, I think.
Are you sure? I thought that I went to Polytron and then I saw that. They're using
that-
Flash. Flash
Flash
is
is
dead.
dead, man.
Polytron is dead. But I thought it was like there we go, like right on the website, because I learned about it because I've cleared Fez like a month ago, so I went to the company website to see more, and I saw that. So
But yeah, I think it's not the same. I mean, Fez was mostly Phil and Renault, Pedal.
okay, yep,
But I think Phil was working on Super Hypercube with a bunch of other devs, while Renault was at Capybara Games in Toronto,
okay,
working on Below, I think.
okay,
I might be mistaken, but I think that's the case.
okay,
But it's not the same team. It's mostly just Phil Fish and
okay.
some more people.
Oh, sweet. But yeah, I mean, I'm ready to assume that the very first question they hear is like, "Hey, how's Fez 2?"
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not following the subject that much, but I think Phil Fish is pretty much off the grid. You know, his relationship with internet is kind of special.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. I saw Indie Game the movie, and that was interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, I
people
don't-
that better stay off the internet because they can't stand the heat. We had a lot of bad comment and bad stuff, and you have to. You cannot engage, and I think.
Yeah, that's the problem. He engaged with it. Like it's like he could prevent it or fix it, but that's just like an infinite problem that gets worse and worse if you try.
Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse if you try. Just don't be. Don't engage and don't be hurt by it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number of death threats we received, and fucking insult we got. That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, but I think there are more people that like us than people that dislike us. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just more vocal about it. So.
I've had somebody threaten to fight me if I didn't send them diamonds in Zombital.
Yes. You gotta
Yeah, I
whisper.
remember that.
Oh god.
Yeah, I remember that. And I was like, "Welcome to game dev, Kojak."
Yeah.
You know the beautiful painting of what game development is. Like when you jump in it, you release one thing and people want more. We got a question here for Commodore. Are you planning to make a cooperation with other indie studio? For example, Entertainment Forge, Soul Game, Ironhide. Ironhide, I would love to. I would love with Ironhide. Ironhide are the guy that made Kingdom Rush. So I don't know, they're super popular right now, riding Ferraris and jetpacks. So
At the same time.
Oh my god, jetpacks on Ferraris. Nice.
Instead of wheels, it's just jetpacks.
We have a couple of candidates. I'm gonna name drop, but we have Gonzo that we are talking with, and he seemed interested. Gonzo is the guy who actually made Toss the Turtle, so that would be a very interesting collaboration. Toss the Turtle, which was the first inspiration for both Berzerk Ball and Burrito Bison, so that would be nice to finally complete the loop. So yeah, we're talking with Gonzo, and I actually have a bunch of beautiful cards in here. He made this for us. Look at that. It's like a super beefcake Zombital. Freaking awesome. And I got this one as well. The Nipply Berzerk. Look at those nipples. Nipply Berzerk guy. I really loved it. So yeah, I really appreciate it. Gonzo is another one that his artistic style is similar. Although they don't like he has a different artistic style though. Like he doesn't have the outlines. It still look awesome by the way. I'm not saying that it looks less or whatever. I love his art style, but it's slightly different. Maybe Etienne can.
But I think all our style, Gunzo or Juicy Beast or thing like that, if we work together and decide to choose one style, I think we can just jump back on the other people's style and just do the same thing. So we can do a game in cooperation that will look like only one thing. We are not. We can mimic the style of other people. And I think our style are pretty easy to mimic for one another. It's kind of the same thing.
Sorry.
So yeah, it's not so far away.
I think Flash does like a big percentage of what you see in the end, like how he handles the lines and everything.
Yeah, but I think we can mimic that pretty easily.
Yeah.
And I know how to draw nipples.
Oh yeah? Do you have nipples? How many of them? Three nipples. Oh, a secret nipples for the ladies.
Yeah.
I have a secret nipple. Find it, ladies. Oh, I don't wonder where it is. Is that it? Yes.
It's on your foot.
It's exactly my nipple. Keep going there. Burrito Bison 4, when's coming up? He said, like, we just released the third one. So?
Next time you need money.
Yeah, next time you need money. So what you need to do, guys, is to boycott the next Juicy Beast game. And then
So you're gonna have
Bison 4 will come.
Oh man, that's bad. It would actually work.
No, don't do that. It won't
It's a really good, bad idea.
Oh man, that would be nice. They actively boycott the next game. Where are you gonna make Burrito 4?
Damn.
Oh my god.
Nice.
We're probably going to be on a different market. So mobile players don't necessarily play on whatever else we're going to put the game on. So
Oculus.
maybe it doesn't
VR,
matter.
Oculus. Maybe in VR?
Yeah.
I don't know
2D.
how VR,
VR,
and
2D.
Flash. Yeah, exactly. How could it work? That sounds like a Peter Molyneux game.
It does.
Imagine a 2D games in VR. Man. My favorite tweet for Peter Molyneux was when he spilled a bunch of macaronis on the floor, took a picture of it and said, I'm sure there's a game in there. I was fucking crying.
I've gone back to that Twitter account and I've looked at it. He still posts.
It still posts. I should watch it.
They made a game jam, actually. There's a Peter Molyneux game jam where people had to take a tweet and actually make a game out of an actual tweet from Peter Molyneux account.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
That was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, the one that I saw was it was a tweet and he was like, indie candles are the next big thing.
Indie what?
Indie
Candles?
candles. Scented
Wow.
candles.
Okay. I can see that. There's no problem there.
Yeah, the birds are going crazy.
Treat, treat. Well, because I got a bunch of cats here. They're scared.
Yes.
They are scared.
Oh, there she is.
Where are we on the update, by the way, Kojak? Everything is posted everywhere?
Everything's posted everywhere except for iOS.
iOS? Okay, so on Android, is it only beta or it's live?
Yes.
Beta, all right.
It's only beta for the moment.
Alright.
If we have people that have the Android beta, like right now, and they let me know if they have any issues with it, I will push it live.
Sweet.
Because we can do a staged rollout now, which is really nice.
Oh yeah, is that new? By the way.
That is new, yeah. Well,
Oh.
you could do it before, because I remember Roger was telling us, like, hey, we should really do this, and then I didn't.
Because he's not your boss? That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet, you did good. You passed the test, Kojak.
Oh, cool. I'm trying to say cool and sweet at the same time, and it came out a really strange noise. But I have the update on my phone, so I'm going to test it.
Nice, nice. Yeah, well, I have to update it on my side as well, because I still have the buggy version. I finally got to 1,000, not 1,000, to 10,000 jelly beans. So if you guys think that the updates, the challenge were hard on your side, fuck. I've been able to beat only once the Brutus after 2 weeks of actively freaking doing it. So the thing is, we base the dynamic progress, the dynamic difficulty is based on whenever you open the game for the first time with the update, we settle the difficulty of the challenges. So Kojak sent me a beta build with a different balancing where the difficulty was way harder than what we released. So now I'm trying to get the item, which is a good threshold though. It's a good way to test if it's okay for everybody else, because if I ever get the items with the broken hardcore balancing, I think it'll be good for the rest of people.
Yeah, we hear so much flack from people within the first few days of the update, and they're like, oh my god, I'm never going to be able to reach this, like, oh, it's way too hard, this is impossible. I haven't heard that in a week.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Oh my god, Bird, she's found somewhere else to tear apart the house. What the fuck?
Problem with birds? Get a horse.
Horse is better. Get more horse.
You know my solution. My solution
yeah.
for almost everything.
Latch is balancing, because the two bosses right now were at like 50 and 100 difficulty levels higher than your highest. Latches was at like 350 higher.
That's why! I was like, I think the difficulty is broken, Kojak. He was like, yeah, I know. You're broken. That's it. Sucks to be you. And then he spit on the floor. And he
True story.
And then he slept with my wife. That's
Then I
how
took your
hard
cat.
it is, man. that's game dev right there. That's it, like we were saying, like, no, there's no competition. Like, no, but that's what happens. Oh man. So it's already been like an hour and a half talking. Do you guys, did you want to talk about anything else? Did you have anything else? We covered the update. Yohan, do you have any special advice to talk to like young aspiring game devs? What would you say to your younger self?
Run.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No tails.
Oh man, we can't top that. Bye guys. Oh, man.
No, I was talking about that yesterday with someone. Starting making games back in 2009 and starting making games now is really, 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 really different. We would die today, like with how, like, we just had no experience at all back in 2009, and we just, like, it was easier to to learn in the Flash market because it was less harsh. Now it's crazy. You have to talk about marketing, shows and stuff like that, PR, whatever. It's big budgets. If you want to have a decent looking game, it's insane.
Yeah.
So you really need to know what you're doing now compared to 8 years ago.
Yeah, it's easier to release a game now. There's more platform for that. So, but like if you're trying to make a console game at first, like don't. That's a bad idea. Like if it's your very first game is even I would say like if I would be starting, let's say I know nothing All right, you raise my brain, and I'm now here, but I keep my producer brain. I will try to make mobile game first and try to build my experience over there. Like still make a month or 3 months little games and just try to build an audience in there on mobile to try to get some revenue, and revenue that will come from like years afterwards. Because console games cost, like Just Shapes and Beats, I think we spent in the 6 digits on the marketing and going to other places and meetings and buildings, freaking PAXs, exposure spots and everything, so it's insane. The risk is fucking insane. And when you start, you have zero money. So,
6 digits in dollars or pennies?
In pennies. In yen.
It's Canadian dollar, so
yeah, it's Canadian dollar.
Canadian dollars. Yeah, that's the same.
It's like $5 American.
But also, if you get successful at making mobile games, it doesn't mean you're going to be successful at making console games because it's a whole different market. Like
but I feel like the mobile games is the evolution of the Flash games, like from days. So you still can have some skill sets, even if you made. Even if you only made tossing games or tower defense, you can still take some skill set, the polish and the interface and how to convey information to the player. There are skill sets that you can still bring to consoles. In a way, the 25th game we released in the past were kind of mobile game, with some exception here and there. For example, I'm going to say The Breach. The Breach was more like a console game. But Peacekeeper was kind of a mobile game. Frantic Frigates, all games, even if they were not really ported over there. So, and now we are making our literal first console game. So, if you start today and after 5 years you only made the mobile game, I'm gonna say that you're gonna be able to take like 90% of your skill set and apply that to console game afterwards.
Right.
Ah, shit! Sorry, I just got punched in the face. Somebody doesn't agree. Let's not eat it very much.
I think all your skill you get from art and from code and your workflow, you can apply that, but you have to change game design totally and marketing.
I think marketing is like almost absent from mobile games. It's like Flash games. It's a big machine that you just put your games in there, and if you're lucky, it's gonna work. But actually, mobile games it's harder. You need to know how to play the mobile game meta game. You have to be able to contact Apple and Google and pitch your game and hopefully get features, because that's the only way you're gonna get money. So it's super harsh and random. But I feel like more and more, thinking about marketing really, really early in the process, like even before you even have a prototype, it's a reality now, and it's crazy hardcore, I think.
It's really interesting. There's do you guys know about the hydraulic press channel on YouTube?
The guy that just presses a bunch of items and stuff.
Yeah, he just random objects. He just like crushes them in a hydraulic press.
Okay.
On his videos, he's been advertising a mobile hydraulic press video game, right? Except the best part is that it's just like a mobile game that looks like something you could release on, like Congregate or just as a Flash game, no problem. But it's just a little simple mobile game. And when you guys were talking about like the evolution of like from Flash to mobile, like that was the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah, it's the same. It's really quick, and if you already have a big follower base, you can just swing them over to your game and make it work that way.
Having a following on web, I think that's why we switched. Having some kind of presence and traction really help, and something we did have at the beginning when we start on Flash game. It's something that wasn't needed, but I think right now we have to show our face, we have to talk to the people, and that's how we can build something and don't have to start at the beginning for each project.
Right. Yeah, it's something we should get on. We should get onto, but you guys are crazy.
I know, cocaine, man. Cocaine is a solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, try that.
I put cocaine in my coffee, so I'm there.
You put cocaine in your cocaine.
I put
Liquid cocaine
in my
inside of
cocaine.
cocaine.
But yeah, like I made when I talk about why do I Twitch and everything, most of the time I compare that to musician, where like a band, for example. So yes, a band will have to create music, so the album has to be tight and very good quality, etc. But there's also the band. The band has to have some identity as well if they want to survive or if they want to raise atop the mass. So for example, Kiss will be a good example. They have their own identity, right? So if I say Kiss, you already see the mask and the makeup thing, you know. There will be like a bunch of other. Kiss is my first example, but what I'm trying to say is I feel that the same duality between the identity of the game and the identity of the band will be more and more visible into the indie game industry. So people will play the game, and they will also want to follow the guy behind it as well, you know. So the band, the company behind it, I think that we will see even more and more identity of the team creating stuff than the game, you know.
Yeah, that's weird because sometimes you can see, you know, super popular games, and most people don't know who made that game. Like maybe mostly on the AAA scene, maybe. But you know, it's kind of weird that, and sometimes it's all based on one person, like that new studio that Hideo Kojima just opened.
Yeah.
You know, the guy from Metal Gear Solid. It's weird. Like, what does he do? Like, you don't even know what he does. It's just like,
yeah,
it's just his name.
He's Rockstar. That's it. He made something, and now he's a Rockstar.
I mean,
But
look at those games Tom Clancy made.
Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy still make game after his death.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How does it do?
People say in the chat that we come from Newgrounds, but I think people from Newgrounds are the first to grasp that thing. I remember back in the day, we knew people from Newgrounds. There was kind of not a personality cult, but something like that. And they had a lot of presence on with Newgrounds and on social media and stuff like that. And I think this is where that kind of thing start a little bit. I don't know if you guys agree.
I can see what she's talking about.
Because we knew the creator on Newgrounds. We didn't knew the creator on Congregate, to give you an example.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
There was more of a following of creator on Newgrounds.
Yeah, you were more talking about the artist than the art on Newgrounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There was a lot of animator as well in there, so get punched in the face again. Ultimus! Thank you for that punch! 19 months in a row, still fighting. Thank you very much, man. You're so close with that second badge, of that last badge. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, there's a lot of artists or popular artists in there. Like, especially, for example, David Firth with the Salad Fingers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. This
Salad Fingers.
the thing that we see right now for most of the game dev and for most of the social media and stuff like that, this kind of knowing the people behind the stuff was already on Newgrounds, and they were kind of the first, and they started the trend, and it worked well because we see people on Newgrounds have a lot of following.
I don't think that that's going to become like the norm for indie games, but I definitely do think that we're going to see a lot more of like, you know, oh hey, this is the same guy that made, you know, this and this. Like, oh, this new thing must be awesome. You know?
Yeah. No, I don't think it will be in the norm. As I just said, like I think we're gonna see more and more of that more than before. You know,
Yeah.
Because again, music, you have to go to the show, so you have to expose yourself like in the show and everything. So they try to be a little bit different, so to be able to be identified or to raise it up the crowd, they had to have something special on stage as well. You know. Now with Twitch and all the social media and etc., I think we're gonna see more and more of that because, like, for example, in 5 or 10 years from now, everybody gonna Twitch or talk about themselves or make YouTubes or posts about themselves. So it's gonna be a battle against who raised on top. Who is more. Who has more identity or something like that, So I don't think it's necessary because again, a good album and good music doesn't need you to put your makeup on the face and etc. But I think that we're gonna see more about that.
Yeah, but you trust that more on chance, I think. If you don't do it, you trust your fate more on luck.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's It's just give you a slight advantage.
Yeah, I think it's a bonus, but not everyone is like fit to stream and be entertaining live.
Yeah.
So especially in the artist game dev community, a lot of geeks in there, and
Yeah.
Well, I will
I
argue
think you can do something else.
I will argue very strongly that's a skill set that you can learn because if there was one geek that didn't want to put his face in camera, that was me. Like I have visual proof. I have actually videos of that, of me sucking in front of a camera, being like nervous and sweating, and it's like, I look like a loser. I have visual proof of that on my computer over there. And actually, if you go watch the first video of Into Your Face, I'm actually scratching my fingers in front of the camera because I'm super nervous, But I just wanted to do it because I said I have to. I just have to talk about my game. I have to say, hey, we are people, we exist. And and the reason why I did that actually is because people were thinking that Berzerk Studio was a studio of like 50, a corporation of 50 employees or something like that. It was like, oh, Berzerk Studios is like 50 employees. It's a corporation and they don't care about games or whatever, So it was like, no, we're just 3 dudes making games. So we wanted to break that.
A lot of people. That's why there's corporate latch.
Yeah,
because a lot of people thought we were a evil corporation.
Yeah,
like the OCP or something like that.
The OCP.
Yeah,
straight to RoboCop. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to be the OCP. We can make some pretty cool battle droid.
Yeah, watch out, man. If you create a robot, it might turn against you, though.
Yeah, but you have to work on the detection because we see the ED2 209.
Just run in the stairs, man. You're all right.
Yeah, that's right.
Safe. The stairs are safe. Although, if you
kill robots.
If you make your move carefully, you might turn into a robot yourself. That's as well.
Yeah. Can we work on that? Can you code that, please?
Sure. No.
Thanks.
Yeah, then there's a bug and you forget how to eat. How big is Berzerk nowadays? That's a good question. Because I know.
I can make the actual sheet of that. We're about 9 people, I believe.
It's big enough that there's one guy I don't know. I never spoke to him, I think.
Oh yeah, Olivier?
Yeah. I added as a friend on Facebook because I thought I had to. But I never even speak to him. I think I speak to him once.
So I'm gonna say like those are the
long
3
time ago.
co-founders. Right, so those are the 3 co-founders, Simon, Etienne, and Marc. By the way, my name is Simon. By the way, and then we have Emily, who does UIs, who actually works on Just Shapes and Beans. And then we have Mike, who does marketing.
Everything.
Marketing. Works on everything. He actually works on everything. Me, I'll be like a GSB focus, you're Zombital focus, and Mark is the secret project focus. But also helping me on GSB.
I don't think it's a secret anymore. I think.
Yeah, well, we actually talk about it in Zombital, so it's on Bloody Muscle. So we got Mike, and then we have Bedal, who actually works, let's say, coder, works on Zombital, on the Shapes and Beats. We have Ballon, who designer, so I'm gonna say level designer.
I didn't know Ballon was still. Is it part time?
Sorry, well, yeah, part time. It's actually like I hire him to make some levels. So that's. And we also have Olivier, so we are coder and just Shapes and Beats. I'm missing somebody. No, there's 8 people. There was
Shane.
Shane.
You miss Shane.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Silently waiting to see if they're gonna. His name's gonna show up.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
You fired me.
Oh shit! And I was actually saying like to myself as I was reading, it was like, oh, you know every single one of them. Like you're doing a good job. Fuck. And Kojak is actually celebrating a 1-year anniversary of being an official Berzerker.
Yeah.
That was May 2016, man. I need to send you. I have a GIF I want to send you, and I keep forgetting about it. I wanted to send you a special GIF. Don't expect too much. It's actually ketchup, chip, and Smarties.
You will be hooked on ketchup dip.
Oh,
Yohan,
man.
did you know that, Yohan? That Smarties, no, Rockets doesn't exist in the US?
Yep.
And
I was
Smarties-
watching the stream.
Oh, you were watching. Damn, are you working or you're just like watching my face all the time?
I told you I don't work.
Yeah.
I don't need you. I have my Ferraris in the jetpack. Nice. So yeah, that will be the official team then. Am I missing somebody else?
You miss your mother too.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna
Oh
add
yeah,
Mama. My
the
ma.
accountant.
My ma. Accountant. So she works. She's an actual accountant. No, because I always am on the defense when I say like, well, my mom is doing the accountability. The accountants. How do you say that?
Yeah, that's why Simon has the better pay than everyone else.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. That's why I'm the
because
fucking.
his mother is the accountant.
That's why I'm the
Inside
fucking
man.
president,
Oh, you
bro.
deserve a bonus today.
Been good.
Here's some chocolates, Mom. Random chocolates. Think about
Yeah.
your.
Oh, we have Larklin, who
Yes!
does the community
Larklin.
management for
Larklin.
Zombital.
Larklin. Community manager for Zombital. He's an official Berserker. He actually have his own avatar. So yeah, he counts. He counts. So we have 10 people then. Joey? Well, 11. Counting my math. There you go. So this is the actual total Berserk Studio team. A lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, almost everybody's working on just Shapes and Beats, which is totally understandable.
We only
Except for us, Shane. We
Mike,
are
there you go.
the Zombital team.
We're special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are special. You're providing with just Shapes and Beats. Wow!
Are we?
No, you aren't. No.
Yay!
Well, yes.
Ah!
Because my share of the rev of Zombital, I spend it on paying those people. So yeah, in a way you are, and the rest is for Bloody Muscle as well. Yep. How about we do another giveaway, guys? We have like 140 people. How about we do another giveaway or
Hey
two?
guys, I just found out it's 4 o'clock and I really have to go to the
Oh.
post office before it closes.
Yep.
So
I was
will
gonna
say
say that.
Sure thing, man. Me and
you
Shane will
gonna
hold
say
the
the
fort.
same thing? You go to the
Yep.
post office?
No,
can
not
go
the post
together.
office. Just the
That's
4
a
o'clock
lame
thing, that's the-
excuse, guy. That's the lamest excuse ever. I have to go to the post office. Just use email like the rest of the fucking world.
Oh,
I have
shit.
to go to the post. You have some fax as well to send?
Yeah.
Shots
and a
fired.
smoke
Do you, need,
signal.
do you need a pigeon or something?
I'm old school. What do you want?
Need to deliver mail on horseback.
Yeah. You know, I will go on my horse, and I don't have bird. I have a horse.
Nice. I didn't know horse in the sunset. Well, there you go, man. Well, thank you very much for being there, then, Etienne and Johan. If you have to go, me and Kojak will hold the forts just for a giveaway or two.
If I'm back in 5 minutes and you're still there, I will be back.
All right, sweet.
I will be back.
I will hold the fort with Kojak until
Yep.
Ryan Clark is streaming, so we can host his face and we continue some nice discussion on game development.
I'm looking if I can have someone to take my place.
Johan, before you leave, do you have anything to plug in? Twitter account, Facebook, your next game. Stay tuned. How do we follow you, man?
Mostly on Twitter.
Mostly
Twitter,
on-
Facebook.
Sweet. Can you spam the chat with your love?
I can try.
Sweet.
It's mostly just Juicy Beast, you know, you just search for it and you find it.
Yeah.
If you need the URL, you're really lazy.
Usually, if you Google Juicy Beast, you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Usually, but back in 2009, that wasn't the case.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna spin this, and I'll go really quickly to the bathroom, back and forth, because I'm about to explode. All right.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Oh, am I doing this? Am I leaving you alone?
Apparently. That's all good, man. It was actually pretty awesome meeting you.
Yeah, same thing. I think we're talking about like over really loud music right now.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I can't hear him when he talks over this, but I can at least hear you.
All right, we gotta go. See you maybe another time.
Sounds good, man.
All right,
Take it easy, dude.
ciao guys.
Does it break everything? It might break everything. Helix, are you here? I'm all alone. Oh, nope, there it goes. It broke. Carry the stream. There's just a cat.
Really? Really? The cat just came in. Ah, c'est toi qui l'as amené. Ah. Salut, chat.
C'est Bali,
C'est Bali? Oh, il s'appelle Bali, c'est bien cool.
l'anti-asien.
Nice, ok.
J'ai
ok.
apporté pour qu'il te fasse.
Oui, merci, c'est gentil. Ok, ben on va finir ça. So, Helix! Helix won! Alright, so Helix was there. I'm losing control, I'm slowly losing control. I actually think that Johan quit the stream, so it broke the rest of the
He
thing.
did.
I think that we're gonna say, send a big 50 diamonds to Alex. Alex just won. I'm very sorry if I wasn't there. I lost control. This is what happened. I leave for 10 seconds, and everybody get out, and then you're out of place.
Everybody's leaving.
Everybody's
Cats
leaving.
are taking over the stream.
Oh, beautiful. So I'll switch for this, like this. Rock you Warframe. Okay. Oh, somebody wants to play for Warframe. I have to try this out. But before working on Warframe, I actually have to finish Dark Souls 3. So I just want to finish that up, and then I might hop into the Warframe train. Maybe. Anyway, guys, it was... Yeah?
Oh, I was just gonna say, Warframe is one of those games where you can play it and it takes like 300 hours and you're still not like...
Yeah.
It's one of those infinitely going on games.
Yeah. So I already have a bunch of those, so I might not I might just play a couple of games of deathmatch and that's it. I tried Overwatch and was like, hey, it's a nice game. I don't want to play anymore because like I can see the infinity of me just pouring hours in there. So I tried to limit my. I tried to play multiple game instead.
I get you.
Except Dark Souls 3, I just really wanted to finish the first, the second, and the third one. Just say like, there we go. I cleared them all. Now I can go to something else.
You're using the wrong GIF for Johan.
The wrong GIF. Yeah, there was a GIF just for him. You're right. There we go. Whee!
Yeah, that's it.
Wiggly cat. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. So is Ryan Clark up already? I just want to rate him because I really love to host him afterwards. Yes, he's alive. All right. So guys, everybody, just stick with us. We're gonna host Ryan Clark. He's the game dev who worked on Necrodancer. So if you love Crypt of the Necrodancer, stick with us. We will host him. He's making an amazing show every single Friday, analyzing the market, the Steam market, and see what's trending, what's up, and trying to give his advice and his insight on what's happening on Steam. So super interesting. So stick with us. Guys, thank you very much. It was a pleasure. I didn't have the chance to say bye to Johan. That's a mess of an ending. But hey, that's what happened on live television. So thank you very much, guys, for being there. You guys are the best. Especially you. Goodbye.